Things to consider if you want to travel with a chronic illness like FND. So, think about sensory overload. Noise cancelling headphones really help you with an overstimulating environment like the airport, the aeroplane, the engine noise. And also, it kind of helps with the popping of your ears when you're going up. We downloaded some Netflix films that you can watch on aeroplane mode on our phones. So that was really good for distraction because my leg was really flaring up on the way. So think about sensory overload and what you can do just to help minimize that. Book travel assist. I used to get really embarrassed about using like extra services, help, etc. But there's no time for that when you've got a chronic illness. You need to be able to um, use what's offered to you because comfort is key. We've this is our life and we have to enjoy it as much as we can, make the most of things, make the best out of a bad job, sort of thing. So travel assist, I booked it through the travel agent, but you can book it online as well. And you just go straight to the airport, straight to the info desk. They do everything. Everything. They will offer you a wheelchair or a mobility scooter and you can get help all through the airport. So you go in through fast track, so you don't have to wait in line. Like, there's no way that I'd be able to wait in line when my stick is at my hand is doing this and like feeling all dizzy and things. So amazing. And you can actually get a lift up onto the airport aeroplane as well. So do it. So the other thing is I booked a hotel that was really close to shops, restaurants and the beach. However, if you haven't got that, there's a taxi service called Bolt that you can have as an app that you can just order, and within 5 minutes there's a taxi. So that's amazing. We use that from the airport to the hotel as well for like the transfer, and it's not expensive. So yeah, definitely think about Bolt. And they're in loads of countries. Often there's just like loads just waiting outside the airport and all around different hotels and things. So although the beach was only about a 15-minute walk away from our hotel, the day that we wanted to go to the beach, my legs weren't great. So we just got a Bolt and it was, I don't know, €5 to get there. So yeah, the last thing I want to say is don't book activities because there's nothing worse than paying and booking to be somewhere at a certain time. You flare up and then you feel really guilty because you feel like you're letting the person you're with down and yourself down and you've spent money. So go with the mindset of change of scenery, spend time with the person that you're going with, and just for a little break. So that's what I did. There was a day that I was just in the hotel most of the day because I was flaring up. But then because I rested all that day, the next day I was able to walk into the town without using my walking stick. I felt completely normal. I felt like myself again. So I do believe that I am um, building capacity. The words building capacity and window of tolerance, I've heard that term so much since like learning more about nervous system regulation for FND. And it's about having small stresses to the body, but then pacing yourself as well. It's a really fine line. So it was a massive deal going on holiday with having FND for me. And yes, I did have symptoms. There was times where I was irritable, frustrated, overwhelmed, having a hot flush. But then I just thought, well, I'd rather be enjoying the sunshine and pushing myself that little bit to just try and teach my nervous system it's safe to do new things. So if you've got any more questions, feel free to comment. There's probably things I've forgotten um, to say. And yeah, I'll put a link to that thingy, sucky thing, because it just means you can travel light. Anyway, thank you for listening.